What's going on, Libra? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the week of November 20th to the 26th, 2023. So in this reading, Libra, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the upcoming week. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and so much more for you regarding the 20th to the 26th of November. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you, Libra, in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Libra. So without further ado, I'm now going to pull the energy for you, and we'll see what's coming your way for November 20th to the 26th, 2023, Libra. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Libra. Okay. All right. Yeah, really interesting energy that you have going on here, Libra. I feel like a lot of you, this reading is going to send you for a trip, so put your trippy glasses on. I just have to say that. Definitely seems like... okay, before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. And these oracle cards contain the energy that you need to embody for your own highest good when it comes to this week. And the first energy you have is actually creativity. And this is similar to the Empress card. In traditional tarot, this is a major arcana card. So this is a really good time for you to get creative here, Libra. But there is a message here that there is something that's severely blocking your own creativity. And I feel for many of you, what's blocking your own creativity to create what you really want is to accept yourself as others see you, or to accept the badness within yourself. I feel like something is coming up for me to tell you in this reading that many of you have a hard time admitting to the fact that what you really want, you may think you're a bad person for wanting what you really want, or for desiring what you really desire. For some of you, there's this feeling of there's a hard time for you to get anywhere with creativity because your creativity is coming from like this like happy, safe space bubble. Like, basically what I want you to imagine, and take it as it resonates, Libra, but there is something here about, like, okay, your soul is in daycare, and the daycare put you into, like, this, like, safe zone, where there's no negativity, there's no anything. And it's a hard time to, like, genuinely create anything real from that place. And here's the thing. Your opportunity, Libra, is the Five of Swords. And I feel like for most of you, this opportunity is actually to look at your own repressed anger, rage, or desire that you think is bad. I don't think it's actually bad. I think you, the filter, you think it's bad, whatever you're actually wanting. And, the energy, you're pregnant with something. The energy you need more of is to be pregnant with something that the universe wants to create through you. Okay, this could be a certain idea that you want to manifest, a certain way of being, okay, a certain lifestyle, whatever it is. And I feel like there's something here, Libra. It's interesting to me that your challenge is the 8 of Pentacles here. And so there is a need for you to just be very real with yourself, because what I sense from this reading is a fake smile in my face, and I feel like this reading is similar to the last one I did for you, where if I were to ask you, like, how's your life, Libra, like, a lot of you are like, oh, it's so great, I've created this safe space. And the reason why deep down, no matter, listen, you can meditate, you can do your Kundalini all you want. I'm a Life Path 33 master teacher. I have something important to tell you. Whether or not you want to take it is up to you, because I already feel some sort of weird emotional charge from this reading. And what I feel deep down, Libra, is that you need to accept the badness in yourself. Okay? You need to not convince yourself that the world is so messed up and you're the one pure one. Because sometimes, in order to purify the world, you have to get into the mud. You have to be in the mud. And there's just something very off about this reading when it comes to your desires and why you're not getting anywhere with those desires. And anywhere that you seem to be getting is actually not bringing long sensing happiness. You may have moments of happiness in your life, but any sort of long feeling of deep satisfaction can only come when you express and accept the wholeness of your complete self. And let's just keep going. You also have awareness. The next energy that you have is awareness. And, this energy that you need more of is not really a good feeling. You see there's like a person, kind of like a shadow figure, dying. And there's a blue flame like burning away all the illusion here. Okay, in what you need more of. And so with creativity and awareness, you need to be, and these are 2 major arcana cards. So this week, what you're going to be experiencing for a lot of you is some sort of mundane thing. Like, oh, life is just going on as usual, but it's great. It's so great. It's so great. Right, Tiffany? It's so great. Even though you hate it. But you're convinced, hold on. There's something here about Libra, about really accepting what it is that you want to create and why you want to create what you want to create. Because I feel like, to be honest, like, whatever you're creating right now in your life is coming not from a whole and complete place. It's coming from a fragmented place where a big part of you is shoved down. Bad. Wrong. I would never do that. That's weird. That's wrong. So some of you are actually suffering from social conditioning, but you're suffering from social conditioning on the subconscious level, which looks like things like shame and guilt for being who you really are. And some of you are it's so deep that you're not even connecting to this. And this is where I have to really put on my goggles and try to meet you where you are. So I understand wanting to create a joyful world full of love, full of high vibrations, full of, luxury and whatever. But you can't just sweep it under the rug and expect other things not to go anywhere. So, I don't know. Let's just keep going. So you have creativity, awareness, then you have silence. So the next energy you need more of is actually silence, to sit. So it seems to me that you need deep self-awareness and just to sit with it. And I'm not actually asking you to come up with any answer, by the way. And that's where I feel like a lot of you get this reading wrong, is I'm not telling you I'm not asking you for, to figure it all out. I'm just literally asking you to question your intentions and question the place that you're coming from. Because whenever you have awareness, silence, and creativity, I really feel, Libra, that the universe wants to create something through you that right now, based on the vibration that you're incapable of accepting as a valid creation. And you're kind of just creating something from the fluffy, feel-good version of spirituality. Even though you have this monster deep down inside of you that's like running the show, is what I could call it, is what I honestly feel. All right, so I'm not, so yeah, it's very interesting. So let's just get into the reading, right? Your opportunity is the 5 of Swords, and I just feel like this is an opportunity to really question, to really look at your own self and say, am I really such a little paragon of civilization? Am I really the angel that I think that I am? Or am I just trying to avoid a big real part of myself and covering it up? Because I feel like with this opportunity, you have a lot of darkness in you that needs to be addressed. Don't shoot the messenger. I mean, I feel like this is something that you're going to have to address on an individual basis. We're going to have to clarify why this is your opportunity. But if they say, you want to find your purpose in the world, first look what pisses you off. And I feel like you're clearly avoiding what's pissing you off. And what's pissing you off could be you. I don't get like an outside influence during this reading a lot. So I feel like you've created, like, compartmentalized a lot of things, and the whole awareness and silence is trying to bring you back to wholeness. I accept the good and bad within myself. I'm not good. I'm not bad. I simply am. And sometimes I'm either or. Can you say the same? Because I think right now all of you are just convinced you're really good. And that I'm like the messed up reader giving you this message. That's what it feels like to me. And so, there needs to be something looked at here. And I feel like it's so deep that many of you are going to have to look at it differently. So maybe there's like you looking at the idea of being passive aggressive or things like that. I don't know, Libra. But here's the thing. Your opportunity is the 5 of Swords, right? So your opportunity is definitely to either spot someone who doesn't have good intentions for you, or realize the intentions that you have for yourself are not really coming from a real place. That's all I can really say about it. I don't really know what that... And I feel like this is the issue that I left off of the llast reading. I said maybe we need to do a redo for this reading, but obviously some Libras still need to hear this message right now. I like the feeling that you need to like almost completely own that. Like, you're not a world peace restorer, and some of you, this is going to look like you do things such as like, here's the thing. You want to know the whole frequency of this reading? It's way easier to change the world and to go to a foundation and give back than it is to change yourself. And like the whole, and I'm just gonna be honest, and like the whole frequency that I get from this reading is, I'm not saying that you are a bad person. I'm saying that you have badness within you that's lying dormant, and I don't think you are successfully alchemizing it. I don't think you're successfully owning it and transmuting it. Okay, because in order to like heal it, you have to feel it. You have to be in it. And I feel like a lot there's just this energy of sweeping under the rug. And so I would paint it black. Throw out your flowers, light a black candle, paint your whole house black, and, try to do that, because I don't know what else to do for you. I'm sorry. But then here's the thing. You have your 8 of Pentacles is the challenge. So there could be a lack of productivity this week, or there could be something around you just feeling like you're spinning your wheels. And I feel like you're trying to get somewhere, and you're asking yourself, why isn't this satisfying me? The checklist is done. I meditated all day. I drank my tea. I donated to the foundation. and you're not understanding why you're still basically miserable, but you're not even admitting it to me or yourself. And I'm here to tell you that you're not such an angel that you think you are. And you need to don't let your demons take you to hell, introduce them to heaven. That's going to be different for all of you, but this is literally the frequency that I'm getting. Okay. And so, when it comes to your overall I'm sorry, I hate this. I literally hate this, but it is what it is. Your overall general energy is the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and also the 6 of Swords here. So on the surface level, like this week, there could be a lot of like mundane frustration. There could be a feeling like a lack of enthusiasm, a lack of empathy in your life right now. There could be a feeling of deception and moving away from that. There could be a feeling of wanting to escape something, but you can't. Is what I feel from this reading. Like you want to escape yourself, but you can't do it. Or you want to escape something, but you can't do it. And so there's definitely like a little bit of a haunting feeling to this reading. Cycles repeating. Travel. You can't do that. I don't know. And then it gets better though. I feel like there's definitely some sort of realization about your own potential and what really wants to be created through you. Like when it comes to your what you don't see coming, you have the Temperance card, you have the Magician, and you have the Page of Cups here. There's definitely like a renewed enthusiasm when it comes to your own potential and balancing yourself out. You see this one cup is not empty, one cup is not overflowing. They're going back and forth here. Temperance. And so I feel like in order to move forward, you're going to have to balance something out when it comes to your potential, right? You have creativity and awareness. And then, I don't know, when it comes to your advice from Spirit, you have the Three of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands, and you have the Eight of Cups. There's definitely some sort of pain point that you need to look at here, Libra. Okay, and I think if like you're being honest, it's gonna like really piss you off here, you know. So there could be some sort of suppressed, like you may need to punch a pillow, you may need to scream, you may need to like fight, you know. I mean, do you think that you're like Jesus Christ because you never threw a punch? Don't you remember that Jesus was flipping the tables every once in a while? You know, and I feel like there is this like over-identification with the happy and good within you, but it's fake. And this is what I've been feeling like all year for you, really. And, you know, some of you it's going to be a little bit different, where you accept the bad and all that within yourself, but you're just not like aware of how deep it runs. I feel like this reading is horrible. But let's just keep going. I'm not going to stop now. So, this is why I have been avoiding the readings, because I just feel like we're at this place where it's annoying. Alright. Let's go ahead and clarify the Five of Swords. Let's clarify why the Five of Swords is your opportunity, Libra. Like, I don't have the words, and that's on me. But I hope that I feel like it's telling you what you need to know. And it's a little... And what this is really telling me, like with this advice, is like, until you look at this, like you're just going to end up in more pain. You know? You're just going to end up in more pain until you look at this, especially in a relationship sense. I feel like this is really messing up your relationships, because like when people meet you or when they're around you, they can sense that you're just not honest with yourself. And that's like really unattractive, you know? So they might try to treat you different or something. And I'm not trying to say like it's real. I have unattractive things about me too. This is not Libra's bad and I'm good. And this is the... See, that whole black and white thing is the whole thing that's getting you in trouble. I can literally say, and that's why you're unattractive, and then what do you all do behind the camera? And if you didn't do it externally, you had that little thing, you had to hold it back. Right? It's just something's really off. And I feel like this is deeper than your tarot reader can help you with. Like, but let's go ahead and clarify the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and also the Six of Wands. So your opportunity is definitely to move slowly towards success in your life right now. Slow, steady improvement leads to public victory and success. But first, you know, you have this energy. There could be a painful feeling of like someone is not choosing you at this time, Libra. There could be like you're very mad that someone is doing something else and they're not giving you the time of day. And for some of you, you know, you're getting mad at yourself for feeling like this. You know, you're getting mad. You're like, why don't I just have that energy? Why don't I have, you know, the zest for that relationship? Why do I always back out? You know, why do I always not do the thing that makes me happy? Like the work I'm doing is not even making me happy. And I feel like with this energy, as well, is it's like saying you're being too conservative in your work, actually, is what's probably pissing you off, is that your public image here is not actually like who you really are. You're not really being like authentic. The problem with this reading is I don't even think you're being authentic with yourself. So that's where it's just like this double whammy. If I just get confused and I'm like, well, like that's an individual thing for different Libras, you know, but I feel like this is what's going on with the Libra collective. everyone, you know, is not going to like this, but I feel like it's the thing that will actually help you the most, which is why I'm saying it, you know. But let's clarify why the Eight of Pentacles is your challenge. So it could feel like you're just dealing with a lot of emotions and conflicts instead of your work this week, but it's actually all related. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles in your challenge is clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Devil. So your challenge is to completely unconditionally love the horrific aspects of yourself that you're saying, I could never be like that because then I'm going to go to hell. I could never do that because then I'm going to be a bad person. I could never do that because then I'm going to create karma. What you're not understanding is the frequency that you're in right now is literally creating all of those things that I just mentioned in a really weird way, in a way that leaves you confused. Why don't they like me? Why don't I have passion for my job? Why do I have to put on a false front of happiness when deep down I don't feel that way because I think I'm doing the world good by doing that? And the mess that you're in all comes down to you, instead of looking at your own demons as like a negative thing, it's actually here to help you in this matrix. You know, your dark side, the things that you think are inappropriate to think about. What do you think is inappropriate? What gives you shame? What gives you guilt? What gives you that bad feeling within yourself? I couldn't do that. I'm a bad person if I like that. Well, that's the whole issue in your life right now. That's literally it. And a lot of you are going to tell yourself, well, it's about other people. It's about, no, I'm hurt because they hurt me. But it's like I'm literally telling you that you need to take responsibility right now for your vibration. And the only way you're going to do that is clearly by some sort of spiritual quest. Like what you need more of is spiritual energy, awareness, and silence. So you need to let this like burn through you. And I understand this is not going to be maybe the most popular reading, maybe the most whatever, but I'm not going to redo the reading and be like, oh, I'm going to do some love reading for you. No, I'm going to like make you sit with what is actually going to help you here, Libra. So, and I don't have the answer. I never have the answer. Sometimes I do. This time I'm telling you, I don't have the answer for you. I'm giving you breadcrumbs. I'm giving you clues, right? I'm giving you the whole loaf if you want. But it's just like, let's go ahead and see why. Let's see why the Seven of Swords is here and your overall general energy. Alright, well, the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Three of Wands here, Libra, when it comes to your overall general energy. So there is this feeling of like waiting, being patient to get out of this sketchy period that you're in here, for sure. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this reading is really weird. I'm just going to go to your advice. I'm just going to get some advice for you, okay? So let's go ahead and see why the Three of Swords is here when it comes to your advice from Spirit. Here's the thing. Sometimes I could be dead on, but then I just don't have the vocabulary to express it beautifully. And I feel like that's what's going on. So I'll take responsibility as a reader. Like, this is a boring reading. It's giving you what you need to hear, but not all the way. I'll take responsibility for that. But I am giving you, like, what you need. Maybe not what you want, but what you need. The information that you need. Okay? So let's go ahead and see why the Three of Swords is here. It's always, they're a jerk, they're evil, they're this, they're that, and so therefore I'm just going to be like, good. Because you want to know, here's the thing. Here, you want to know what this reading is about? You're manifesting from a place of trying to get away from something. I'm sorry, I figured it out. A big part of what's going on here is you are attempting to manifest your dream life by getting away. I'm going to create this so that I'm getting away from that other bad darkness. It's always going to haunt you, always going to follow you, always. Do you know when manifestation actually works successfully and when you create a life that feels good and everything is clicking and you're just like, oh my God, this is synchronicity, this is amazing, oh my God, yes, and you really mean it? Is when you create something because you want to move towards it purely, not because you want to move away from something. Right? So many of you are not even clicking what I'm saying. You're trying to move away from the badness within you. You're trying to move away from the cave, from all the things that you don't want to look at within yourself, and you're wondering why it's following you. What you resist persists in this time-space reality. So you're trying to run from, the whole reading is you're trying to run away from something that just keeps following you. And then when I am here to say, hey, it's following you, you're going to be like, no, it's not. It's the collective. No, it's not. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Hanged Man, first of all, and the Hermit. The Hanged Man and the Hermit. So you need to look at your pain from a different perspective. And you need to really sit with it. Once again, similar to the silence energy, you have the hermit energy. So yeah, I'm going to have to be a little bit brave to put out this reading for you because it's not up to my standards. I don't feel like I gave you enough information. I feel like it's negative. But you know what you need right now? Negativity. Because without this night, there is no day. Yin, yang. Have you forgot the yang? Have you forgot the black part? Do you think black's bad?